I was lucky enough to go on a mission trip in 2015 to Guatemala with my high school. While there, we volunteered at an elementary school for the children of the garbage dump community. The families there are very poor and often have a single mom that provides for her children by picking trash in the city garbage dump. I loved being able to help the children further their education, as well as continuing the construction of the school building's second floor. The experience was amazing, but I was nowhere close to the first person to feel that way. One Sunday, we visited an outdoor church in Antigua, Guatemala, that was built in the ruins of the Santo Domingo Monastery. This church was one of the most beautiful churches I have ever been in, so I decided to do some research about how it came to be. Santo Domingo was founded by two Dominicans, Friar Domingo de Betanzos and Father Mayorgan, in 1529. Already being stationed in Mexico, they were asked to travel on foot to establish the first mission in Antigua, Guatemala. They happily agreed, despite the harsh journey they would have to endure, because they knew the chance to win more souls for Christ was worth it. The building of the monastery was done mainly by the Dominicans, but not entirely. There was a layman from Spain, Agustin de Salablanca, helping on this mission, and he did a large amount of the building with them. He mainly used adobe bricks, which were the best building materials at the time, though they were not very sturdy against earthquakes. Soon, they had a thriving monastery that brought the gospel of Christ to the people of that land, paving the way for the many missionaries that would follow in their footsteps. One of these fellow missionaries was named Thomas Gage. He was from England, but his father sent him to a Jesuit school in Spain in hopes that Thomas would become a Jesuit priest. Thomas was not too keen on this idea, and after deciding he disliked the Jesuits, he chose to become a Dominican friar instead. When the Dominicans were looking for volunteers to go on a mission in Mexico, Thomas offered his service. The only problem with Thomas's offer is that he was a foreigner in Spain, and foreigners were not technically allowed to go on mission outside of the country. This would not stop him, though. With the help of a few of his fellow Dominican friars, Thomas hid away in a barrel on the ship ride over to Mexico. Thomas enjoyed his missionary work there, but then another friar scared him into leaving. He heard that he might soon be sent to the Philippines where people were cruel. Not wanting this, Thomas and a few comrades left for Guatemala on foot to escape being sent to the Philippines. They most likely worked with the brothers in the Santo Domingo Monastery, as well as friars in other monasteries from the years of 1625 to 1637. Why is the monastery now in ruins, you may ask? In 1773, the earthquake of Santa Maria struck Antigua, and because the monastery was made mostly of adobe bricks which can't stand up to earthquakes well, the walls came down. But despite the monastery being ruined, beauty has come from the ashes, and the good news of Christ is still brought to many on that soil today. I'm so thankful I was able to go on my mission, just like these amazing men did centuries before me. But I'm just glad I didn't have to walk on foot or sail in a barrel.